in a quiet village, nestled between gentle hills and whispering trees. There lived a little child, named Ari. Ari loved the night, not for its darkness, but for the countless stars that scattered across the velvet sky. Every single evening, without fail, Ari would sit by the window, a small silhouette against the moonlight, counting the stars one by one until sleep finally came to claim them. But one night, something different happened. The moon was high and full, casting a silvery glow over the sleeping village. Just as Ari's eyelids began to feel heavy, a soft, golden flicker danced outside the window. Ari blinked, rubbed their eyes, and leaned closer to the glass. There, resting on the windowsill, was a tiny lantern. It was no bigger than a teacup, and its light was warm and inviting, like a friendly smile. It gently tapped on the windowpane. Tap, tap. Curiosity overpowering sleepiness. Ari slid the window open. A cool night breeze whispered into the room. "Hello," Ari whispered, a little unsure. The lantern's flame danced happily in response. "I've been waiting for you," it chimed, its voice as soft and soothing as a lullaby. "My purpose is to guide lost dreams back to their dreamers, but tonight, I need your help." Without a moment's hesitation, Ari slipped on their soft slippers and tiptoed to the door. Following the little lantern, they stepped out into the silent night. The entire village was asleep, wrapped in a blanket of quiet and shadows. The lantern floated just ahead, its golden light creating a small, magical path through the moonlit meadow. "Where are we going?" Ari asked, their voice a soft whisper in the stillness. "To the edge of sleep," the lantern replied calmly. "A dream has lost its way, and its child cannot rest without it." They walked on, the grass beneath their feet shimmering like silver threads in the moonlight. The air grew lighter, almost sparkling, and everything felt hushed and magical. Soon, they arrived at a great old tree, its branches reaching up towards the stars like ancient arms. And there, huddled beneath its sprawling roots, sat a small, shivering dream. It was shaped like a fluffy cloud, glowing with a faint, sad blue light. "I couldn't find my child," the dream sniffed, its voice like the sigh of the wind. "The path was dark, and I got lost. Now they are tossing and turning, unable to find peace." Ari knelt beside the trembling dream, their heart filled with compassion. "It's okay," Ari said gently, their voice full of warmth. "Don't be scared. We'll help you find your way back." The lantern beside them glowed brighter, casting a warm, comforting light on the scene. "Dreams find their way through kindness," it explained. "The warmth of a kind heart gives them the strength to travel. Will you carry it?" Ari nodded. Carefully, ever so carefully, Ari reached out and held the little dream. It felt surprisingly warm and peaceful in their hands, like holding a gentle hug. Instantly, wonderful images filled Ari's mindseas that laughed and splashed with joy. Books with pages that fluttered like wings, carrying them through the air, and magnificent castles bathed in soft moonlight. A smile spread across Ari's face. It was the most beautiful thing they had ever felt. With the precious dream held safely in their hands, Ari followed the lantern once more. They walked softly, tiptoeing through the silver grass so as not to disturb the dream's gentle slumber. Soon, they reached a small, cozy house at the very edge of the village. Peeking through the window, they saw a child sleeping restlessly in their bed, turning from side to side and sighing in their sleep. This was the dreamer. Ari quietly entered the room and approached the bed. They placed the little blue dream gently near the child's pillow. The dream floated down like a feather, settling softly and wrapping the sleeping child in a calm, peaceful aura. At once, the child's restless movements ceased. A small, contented smile graced their lips as they drifted into a deep, happy sleep. The lantern let out a soft sigh of joy, its light pulsing with satisfaction. "Well done, Ari," it said, its voice filled with pride. "You have done a wonderful thing. Every time you help someone rest, every time you offer a moment of peace, the world becomes a little gentler." As they stepped back outside into the cool night air, the lantern's golden light began to fade, growing softer and more translucent. "Will I see you again?" Ari asked quietly, a touch of sadness in their voice. The lantern twinkled, a final, bright spark. "Every time you choose kindness, every time you share your warmth, I'll be nearby. Just look up." With that, it floated up, and up, and up into the vast, dark sky. It drifted past the moon, past the familiar constellations, until it became a brand new star, small, steady, and wonderfully warm. Ari returned home, the magic of the night still clinging to them. They climbed back into bed and pulled the soft blanket close. Gazing out the window, the stars seemed to shine brighter now, and the night no longer felt like just an empty darkness, but a friendly, watchful presence. As sleep finally came, it was sweet and deep. Ari dreamed of glowing paths, gentle floating lanterns, and a beautiful world where every lost dream, no matter how small or scared, always found its way safely home. And somewhere high above, in the star-dusted sky, a tiny, warm light watched over them, a silent promise of kindness and a guardian of dreams. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more peaceful adventures. Sleep well.